And it is playoff time here in 2026 with the Cincinnati Reds. If you watched yesterday's video, we clinched the NL Central after taking down the Washington Nationals. If you didn't check out yesterday's video, go make sure to see it down below on that Reds franchise playlist. But yeah, the Reds trying to hit that 100-win mark here in 2026, and we get swept. Oh my goodness, we lose 5 straight games. We finished the regular season, losing 6 of 7? We do finish with 100 wins, and we do just enough to get that number 2 seed over the 98-win Philadelphia Phillies. So it's just enough. We take on the winner of the Phillies and Padres series, and it's going to be the Padres taking down the Phillies in 2 games in Philadelphia. And the Cy Young is Hunter Greene. Greene gets it done with a 3.35 ERA, was not an all-star. I kind of think this was Zach Wheeler's award, but they give it to Greene. I'm fine with it. Wheeler's won a Cy Young in the past in this franchise mode, but I do think he deserved it more than Hunter Greene. The numbers are better. But it's fine, I'll take it. Will Benson still out for 1 to 6 days. Probably will not be back for the NLDS. If we make it to the NLCS, then Benson will return. We get San Diego. Other things to note, Juan Soto was the MVP. I mean, the guy had a crazy year batting for the Arizona Diamondbacks, signed that big contract with them in the offseason. Juan and the D-backs are in the NLDS against the Los Angeles Dodgers. That series is currently 1-0 Arizona. But here we go. We got the 85-win Padres taking on the 100-win Cincinnati Reds. Again, still no Will Benson in the lineup, and we're going to switch things up just a little bit. We're going to start Xavier Isaac. Isaac just called up in September, had a very good September for the Cincinnati Reds team. I'm going to put him in the starting lineup over Esteury Ruiz. Sure, do we give up some defense? Yes. Isaac can play the outfield. He will be in left field. Esteury Ruiz moves to the bench, but he will likely be used as a defensive substitution if we need it later on in this game. And folks, if you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on the channel. Hunter Greene, the Cy Young, obviously gets the start, and Joe Musgrove will be the starting pitcher tonight for the Padres as we get game number 1 of the National League Division Series underway between the NL Central champions in the Cincinnati Reds and the 6th-seeded San Diego Padres. So here's the Cy Young, 3.35 ERA in the regular season, 18-7 record for Greene. You'll see Ha-Seong Kim first, and he will set him down on a slider away. You're going to see big strikeout numbers from Greene. That is a crucial part of his game, as Garrett Hampson will have himself a 1-out single. He'll be on first for Fernando Tatis Jr. on the 1-1 pitch. Hampson running. Shea Langoliers, though, will gun him out at second base. Shea, obviously the new starting catcher over Tyler Stevenson. Stevenson not even on the playoff roster, as Greene will end the inning by striking out Tatis. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Here is Java Joe Musgrove, 3.56 ERA so far this season. He will set down Elly De La Cruz looking on a fastball. TJ Friedl now will just get under a fastball. That one's going to be caught by the second baseman in Xander Bogaerts. We've got 2 down, and here is your Reds lineup. It goes De La Cruz, Friedl, Harper, Tucker, Hernandez, McLean, Isaac, Langoliers, Steer, and there is the former multi-time MVP Bryce Harper. He will walk. He'll be on first for Kyle Tucker, signed a huge 6-year contract in the offseason. That ball deep right center, it will be caught. What a play by Kyle Isbell, the former Kansas City Royal. As we go into the top of the second, Jesus Sanchez leads things off by flying out to TJ Friedl. Xander Bogaerts now swing and a miss on a slider away. That's 2 for Greene. Jake Cronenworth on the 2-2, though, will blast one into left field. Xavier Isaac, pulls it. Trent Grisham out there. He's going to recover, though, and he will, oh my goodness, he's going to get Cronenworth at second base. They run on the arm of Isaac after he bobbles that in his first play in left field. We go on to the bottom of the second. Teoscar Hernandez first. That ball's going to be caught in deep left by Jesus Sanchez. Thinking about it, probably should have played Teoscar Hernandez in the outfield for game 2. I will make that adjustment, and I will have Hernandez in the outfield over Isaac as McLean drives one into center field, but it's caught. Here is Xavier Isaac. We want him in the lineup for the power, especially against right-handed pitching. If they do move to a lefty, I think that's when we do move to Esteury Ruiz. But Isaac flies out into left, and Ethan Salas, what a play right there. He's going to be on it with a single. So runner on first for Kyle Spell on the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and in by Greene. 3 strikeouts so far tonight. Tommy Edman make it 4. Greene now working with 2 outs against the leadoff man, Ha-Seong Kim. He will pull it into left field first fly ball opportunity for Xavier Isaac, and he makes the play. As we go on to the bottom of the third, Shea Langoliers strikes out fastball in on the hands. Spencer Steer now on the 1-1 pitch will fly out into center. Joe Musgrove has gone through the first 9 guys in this Reds lineup, and here comes Ellie De La Cruz. And it's about time the Reds get one. Their first hit of the day here in the bottom of the third is what's going to put them on top early. Ellie goes 434 feet into deep center field as he makes this a 1-0 lead. De La Cruz excelled in that postseason run 2 years ago. Obviously no playoffs last season for the Reds, but Ellie in his second postseason puts the Reds up 1-0 as TJ Friedel now will follow up by grounding one to third straight to Garrett Hampson. But the Reds now have the lead as we go on to the top of the fourth inning. Hampson now to the plate. He's going to hit one to Matt McLain. Oh, McLain makes the dive, but he overshoots Harper. Reached on an error, Will Hampson. Now Tatis, though, putting one on the ground. Double play depth. De La Cruz taking a minute with the handle and the transition. Tatis safe at first, but runner, of course, out at second. Here comes Jesus Sanchez, flying one into left field. Xavier Isaac charging in. That will be the second out of the inning. 5 spot up. It is Bogarts in the 1-2. Got him! On the slider away, Green gets some swinging. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Bryce Harper, though, locked up on a curveball in by Joe Musgrove. 1 out for Kyle Tucker. Hit one to the fence in his last AB. This time Tucker pulls one deep right, but there is Fernando Tatis Jr. 2 down at for Teoscar Hernandez, and Hernandez barely connects on that cutter outside. Probably should have just taken it for a ball. Instead, he grounds out to the pitcher in Musgrove. To the top of the fifth, Cronenworth going to lead things off. Picked up a hit in his last AB. This time, Cronenworth going to drive one into right field. He will not run himself out on the base paths this time. He's on with a double here to lead off the inning. Ethan Salas on the full count. Swing and a miss. Circle change away. 1 gone for Isbell. The 2-2 got him as well. Green with back-to-back Ks. Here comes Tommy Edman, the switch hitter. He'll fly one to left. Xavier Isaac going back, and he's got him. Still a 1-0 lead going into the bottom half of the fifth inning. Matt McLain leading things off. He will line one into the gap. Will it get down? No. Sanchez has it. 1 down for Xavier Isaac, and that's why he's in the lineup. Isaac drives one deep center field. It's out of here. In his first postseason game, Xavier Isaac hits a solo shot 460 feet. You couldn't have asked for a better start to the postseason career of Xavier Isaac. Really coming into his own as a ball player now, and it kind of, gives us a problem with the lineup going forward, because where does Xavier Isaac go, right? Because we brought in Bryce Harper in the offseason not thinking that Isaac was really all that major league ready. He wasn't great last season when we brought him up, and now look at him, right? He's killing the baseball. I'm sure we'll find somewhere for him in the lineup, but right now Hunter Green is absolutely dealing. He's 1 out away from going 6 shutout innings. Fernando Tatis standing in his way, and Hunter Green gets him to chop one to short. Ellie De La Cruz with the bare hand. Oh my goodness. We go to the bottom of the sixth, still 2-0 our score, and Elliott first will ground one up the middle. That is the first Reds hit of the night. That is not a home run, our 3rd overall. Elliott De La Cruz singles. Now he's looking to take second base, and he will. So a runner back in scoring position for the Reds, actually for the first time tonight. Friedel now at the plate. He will hit one in the right field. That ball's going to get through. 4th of the night for the Reds. Elliott De La Cruz coming to the plate, and he is in there. TJ Friedel trying to take second. He does. 3-0 Reds. Musgrove's day is done, and oh my goodness. Matt Waldron's pitching. This is the knuckleballer. He'll see Bryce Harper first, and he doesn't go to it because everything else is very average. Harper hits that fastball up the middle. Gonna be 4-0 with the single. When we see the knuckleball, it's gonna get stupid. Kyle Tucker on the 1-2. Oh my goodness. He strikes out. Harper does steal second. But yeah, we're dealing with a 60-mile-an-hour knuckleball. Teoscar, it just locks him up. Harper's actually thrown out at 3rd. So 2 gone, nobody on the base paths for Teoscar Hernandez. And what are we supposed to do with that? Teo does a pretty good job lining in to right, but there's Fernando Tatis making an athletic play to put away Hernandez. We go into the top of the 7th. Jesus Sanchez up first. He'll fly out to right to Kyle Tucker. We're keeping Hunter Green in the game. I know we have a good bullpen, but hell, if we can save him up by 4, look at that. Green striking out Bogarts on the changeup. Cronenworth on the 1-2 pitch, 107, got him. Oh man, give him the sword on the circle change away. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and this just needs to stop. I'm glad we faced Waldron, though, in a game that we're winning 4-0 already in, so we don't have to deal with this later on. And now, again, when he gives you the fastball like he did to Xavier Isaac, it messes you up. Isaac's late, and it's a pop out to the catcher. Shea Langoliers gets the knuckleball, and still, we are yet to get a hit off of the knuckleball of Waldron. The only hit we had was the RBI single by Harper. So to the 8th inning, Gregory Soto was phenomenal in the regular season, 1.79 ERA. He will get the top of the 8th for the Reds, and Salas will have his second hit of the night, though, hitting one back up the middle. He'll be on first base for Kyle Isbell in the 1-1, another lefty-lefty matchup, and Isbell will pop that one out to Spencer Steer at third base. We've got one out in the inning now for the 9th spot. Tommy Edman on the 1-2 pitch. Edman hits one up the middle. That ball's going to get through. So just like that, the Padres putting together hits, but they're going to send the lead runner to third. TJ Friedl, though, going to get Salas at third. And just like that, the Reds have got 2 outs for Ha-Sung Kim. Ball's chopped to the ground. Matt McLean to first. That will do it from the top of the 8th. 4-0 the lead for the Reds. Next up, Ellie De La Cruz on the 1-2 pitch. After a Spencer Steer strikeout, De La Cruz strikes out a knuckleball. Yeah, I'm just getting annoyed by this. Waldron strikes out the side. Yeah. Let's just get this over with. Top of the 9th. I know it's not a save situation, but here comes Camilo Doval. He was an all-star this season, 2.24 ERA, 56 and a third pitched. You'll see Garrett Hampson first, and Hampson gonna hit one up the middle, and Camilo Doval has now worked his way into a save situation by putting Hampson on first. Fernando Tatis Jr. on the 1-2, though, will fly one into center field. There is the defensive replacement, Esteury Ruiz, in the game now for Xavier Isaac. Ruiz in center, Friedl to left. Jesus Sanchez on the 1-2, hits one opposite way. That ball's gonna get down. Oh, it's going into the corner. Sanchez will have extra bases. Friedl corrals it. Runner going home. Steer on the relay. Safe. 4-1. The Padres get their first run of the NLDS. And now the tying run is in the on-deck circle. Bogarts, though, strikes out in a slider. 6th spot up, it's the Crone zone. Jake Cronenworth on the 3-2 pulls a cutter. Deep right field. That ball's out of here. Doval with another collapse here in a save situation. Cronenworth goes yard, and Doval's already pitched like 20-something pitches. He's in the high 20s. We're going back to the bullpen, and we're letting Mason Miller go get one out. Miller will see Ethan Salas, the catcher. It's a 2-2 pitch. Salas is 2 for 3. Lines one to first, right to Bryce Harper. And the Cincinnati Reds will win game number 1 of the National League Divisional Series. Yeah, it got tricky at the end. I did not think Camilo Doval was going to get in that much danger, but Mason Miller is able to go out there and get one out of Ethan Salas to go get the save and to give the Reds the victory here in game number 1 of the National League Divisional Series. They'll do it by a score of 4-3. They get out hit 9-5 by the Padres. The Padres basically getting all those hits towards the end of the game. They only had 4 through 7. They got 5 with the last 2 innings, basically off of Soto and Doval. The Reds do enough to hang on for victory by a score of 4-3. They'll be back tomorrow for game number 2 with Jose Urquidy back on the bump. So folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 43 of the Cincinnati Reds franchise mode here on MLB The Show 24. If you haven't yet though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like. If you did enjoy the video, give a big for watching. I'm Mamba forever.